Welcome back to another Quick Kick review. This is Save Your Souls, and this time we're taking a look at an older shoe, particularly a Jordan 7 or a pair of retro Jordan 7s. These are the Jordan 7s in the Raptor colorway, and this is the first throwback video that we're going to be doing of a old model that's been out for a while now, but we believe deserves a little bit of attention. So without wasting any more of your time, let's go straight into the details with this pair. So starting at the bottom, you got a traction pattern that is very interesting, really very appropriate for the time that the shoe was made. It was inspired by African art. It looks kind of funny in a way that, these were basketball shoes, and if you look at the way the traction pattern is on the bottom of the shoe, it doesn't look like it's going to give you a lot of coverage. But oddly enough, I have played in a pair of Jordan 7s before, not this particular pair, but the traction pattern actually works. The thing with traction is most designs work as long as the court isn't really dusty. And it's the same for these guys. If the floor that you're going to be playing in is considerably clean, then it's going to give you a good amount of traction. It's just really the kind of materials that they use on the sole that's giving you all of that traction. If you can see the black parts over here, it's textured rubber, so that's where you're getting most of your traction. The other parts of the shoe gives you a little bit of traction, but it's really a lot smoother than this textured section over here. But like I said, it doesn't look like it's going to give you a lot of coverage, but surprisingly it does. And of course you get a Jumpman on the heel over here. Now going up to the midsole. The midsole is originally polyurethane. So the first Jordan 7s that came out feature a polyurethane midsole. But these guys, I'm not sure if the retro models use the same material. It's definitely softer than how I remember polyurethane is. I'm not sure if you can see that on the video, but or because of my camera, but there are some points here on the midsole that shows some creases because of compression. Now that's not something that you get a lot of with polyurethanes. I'm not sure, maybe it's a polyurethane slash Phylon, or it might be a combination of both, but I doubt if this is completely polyurethane. Now, what's inside the midsole that's going to be giving you your cushion is full-length air. I've not owned a original version, so the first ones that came out, I've only had retros of the Jordan 7s, but I have been told that for the earlier versions, the original versions, you have encapsulated air embedded into the midsole. For the retro versions and the ones like these guys over here and the ones that are going to be produced moving forward, the air unit is going to be sitting on top of your midsole and right under your insole. So definitely that's going to be a lot more comfortable than having the air unit incorporated inside the midsole or under the midsole. I personally think these are very comfortable, which retros have a tendency to be. Aside from that, you do get designs on the bottom that looks like mountains over here, right here on the heel and near the forefoot area. And here is a look from the medial side. Now, these are the first things to go. If you own a pair of Jordan 7s, these are the first parts that will show its age. It'll start cracking up and chipping. Mine has been relatively chip and crack free, but that's because I don't use these as often as I should be, really. Going up to the upper, you've got one of the best materials, I think, on Nike shoes back in the 90s, and that's going to be nubuck here on the upper. So the whole upper is nubuck. And I think it's just really sexy how the edges of nubuck shows that little bit of white. So you got the whole upper as black, or as the official colorway would say, charcoal, but the edges are white, and that to me is really just very interesting and nice to look at. Now, I'm not sure if this is nubuck or durabuck. Honestly, I don't know the difference between the two, but I'm sure it's either one. So if you do know, please let us know through the comment box below. Going to the back, you're going to see near the pull tab, so you're going to get a purple pull tab and the number 23 here on what looks like a triangle on the heel section. That's not actually a triangle, but that's the number 7. So because the back tab of the Jordan 7's Raptors, or the Raptors Jordan 7's, is pure black, you're not going to see that this part here is the number 7. Now in other colorways, that's going to be a different color, so you're going to be able to see that that's, you know, the number 7. So you got that and the number 23 on the heel section. Now on the lateral side, as all Jordan 7s do, you have the Jumpman here on the ankle area, and you get your eye stays to hold your laces. It's round laces that you usually get with Nike shoes, and you get your tongue. Now going into the tongue, this is what I think is the most interesting part of a Jordan 7. I'll have to unlace this a little bit so you can see, but the tongue over here is actually part of a internal booty. So right there inside the shoe, that's a boot. So imagine having a booty and having the shoe built on top of that booty. That's your Jordan 7. So the booty here is a stretchable material. It is actually neoprene. It's the same kind of material that people use in wetsuits, and that's really going to give you a very comfortable fit, really like a one-to-one fit, like a sock-like fit when you put your foot in. And then you can just tighten up the rest of the shoe to give you a better sort of support and lockdown. You also get an internal counter here. You're not going to be seeing it, but it's embedded in the material, but you've got a heel counter there as well to work with your internal booty to give you that fit. And another interesting thing is, if you remove these wings area over here, or these wings that kind of cup your ankle, this is basically a low top. Your ankles are right here. So these are one of the basketball shoes in the 90s that look like a mid-top and may play like a mid-top, but they're actually low tops. I would consider these low tops because this is just a design thing over here. Even if you tighten this part up, it's probably not going to give you as much support as a traditional mid-top or high top would. Having said that, really the most important part about basketball shoes is making sure that your foot is locked down and contained over in the heel area, so you're not slipping and sliding inside the shoe. And the Jordan 7s is a great example of a shoe that gives you a good fit. One thing that I would have a complaint about the Jordan 7s, if I was going to be playing in them, is, well, depending on the materials, because some Jordan 7 models would have an all leather upper. These, again, is either nubuck or durabuck, and that's not a very supportive sort of material. So if you look at the shoe right now, squeeze it a little bit with my thumbs, you're going to see how much it moves around. That's not a lot of support. It's pretty soft. If you're not feeling supported and you're not getting a lot of support, the tendency is you're not going to be playing very well. Other than that, I mean, not a lot of people buy retro Jordans to play in. I do, but I don't exclusively play in them. I also like wearing them casually, but I think most of the Jordan retros are more for casual wear than really playing ball. Anyways, that's basically what you get in the shoe. Let me just remove this. Inside, you're also going to get a black insole, and the shiny bit there is tape. It's sticky tape. So that's a tip for you for your casual shoes. If you don't want losing the logo inside, which in this particular pair is a red Jumpman. I'm not sure if you're seeing that with the camera, but if you don't want that part to rub away, the logo to rub away, stick sticky tape on it before you wear it. That way the logo is going to be under the sticky tape, and even if you wear them a lot, you're not going to be able to rub them off. Basically, that's it for the shoe as far as the details are concerned. So that pretty much takes care of the review for the Jordan 7s in the Raptor colorway. Tell us what you think. Do you want to see more of these throwback videos, or is this the last one you want to see from the channel? Please let us know by using the comments box below. Before I go though, I will mention that this pair was purchased in around 2012. So now it's 2016, so it's been about 4 years since these were purchased, and as you can see, they have been well kept. These would probably be one of the best stored and maintained old sneakers that I personally own. Now, I'd like to know what you do to keep your shoes looking fresh, especially the older ones. Really interested to know what your storage and maintenance technique is. Mine is I buy sneaker cleaners and sneaker protectors. Usually when I get a pair like this, especially if it's nubuck or durabuck, before I even use them, or suede before I even use them, I'd spray suede protectors or waterproofers on them before I even use them. And if they do get dirty, I use a cleaner. And as far as storage is concerned, I put them in a Ziploc bag and put in a silica gel, 1 or 2 packs, depending on the kind of material on the shoe. But what do you do to keep yours looking fresh, or at least being intact, especially if you're storing them for a long time? Let me know through Instagram. And if I like your style, if I see a good idea there, I'm going to give you a free bottle of Jason Mark Premium Shoe Cleaner. The full mechanics for this giveaway is going to be on our Instagram account, so go ahead and head over to the Instagram account. If you're not following us yet, go ahead and follow us, because there's going to be more giveaways in that channel. We're giving out more information. Of course, there's a lot of sneaker picks there as well. So follow us and join the giveaway, and if you're lucky, you get one of these. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for your time, and thank you for all your support, and we'll check you out in the next video.